G'day, it's Chris from Space for Cycling Brisbane, but I'm not in Brisbane today, I'm in Toowoomba, and I'll be here for the next few days. I'm going to take a bit of a tour around the area by bike and see what it's like. And today we're going to check out Highfields Cycleway Stage 1, which was delivered by TMR and completed late last year. Let's check it out.
Stage 1 of the Highfields Bikeway started at Corridor Road in the north, stretching 1.7 kilometres to Toowoomba Christian College in the south.
So before I came up to Toowoomba, I was reading a bit of criticism of this bikeway on social media about how people drive on the road here and they still come across cyclists riding on the road, the bikeway's not being used, all that kind of thing. And I thought, well, why? It's a really good bikeway. But then you get to the end. If I wanted to continue on towards Toowoomba CBD, where do I go? And that's why the next stage is so important. So consultation is open now for planning for stage 2, which is supposed to go as far as Highfields Road. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get there this way, but we'll have a look. And then ultimately connecting it up to infrastructure to get all the way into Toowoomba CBD. We're right at Toowoomba Christian College. So I can definitely see that it's useful for students who live in Highfields to come to the school. And useful for families, it's a nice recreational route. But it's not worth criticising something that's not finished yet. Another concern or criticism some people have had is for the priority bikeway crossings on the side streets. Normally they're fine. You can see here, there's probably enough of a stopping bay for someone to pull in and wait for a bike. The concern though is that this is a 90km/h road. People will be coming up in the left lane, often with people tailgating them, and they feel the need to turn quickly. I can understand that concern. Of course, better driving would solve that. Brake earlier, indicate earlier so people know that you're turning, and they can change lanes and you can turn at a reasonable pace.
And sight lines are fine, so there's no excuse not to see a cyclist or pedestrian well before you have to make your turn.
Oh good, I was recording that. Be attacked!
No, I don't think I will.
You just navigate your own way back to it. But today I'm going to ride all the way into Toowoomba CBD. Now I'm here at Corridor Road, which is where the Highfields Bikeway Stage 1 starts. But I can't use it. This is the last place where you can get across to the southbound side of the highway, and there's no continuation from Toowoomba Christian College. So I'm going to do what I don't really like, and that's braving a 90k an hour highway with a shoulder. Not comfortable in this environment, but that's what I'm going to do. And there's a nice lookout on the way, so at least there'll be some good scenery. Toowoomba really likes their random cyclist dismount signs, don't they? Cycleway finishes, the high speed was just on the other side of the road. This is Highwinds Road, which is where stage 2 consultation is saying is going to go. To get across to this side, got across 4 lanes of 90k per hour traffic. If your heart survives the ride on the road, get a pretty good view to reward yourself. Nice scar in the landscape there with the quarry though. Good news is I can go on an off-road route to get back towards climbing the hill. Bad news is I've got to climb the hill. And then from up there, thanks for the input. Motorists really do love cyclists, don't they? There's a new bikeway at the top, to the very top of the hill. Then we're trying to think about how I'll get back. Hope I live. Love this kind of quiet street. No more than those busy roads. Join the French BC Bridge. So this is Wheel Street, where ideally this is where the Highfields Toowoomba Bikeway needs to get to. So that shared path leads down to the Toowoomba bypass with a new shared path and bikeway, and from there it's quiet streets into Toowoomba. So can we get stage 2 to here, please? I'm totally going to miss the start of the game, but this view is just too good not to stop for. Barrier, 90k an hour. What could possibly go wrong? Jesus Christ. Oh, made it back to Cawdor Road. Alive. Residential sprawl. New development in Highfields. I could be sneaky and get through there. But I better not. Day 3 of my Toowoomba trip, and I'm actually in the middle of Toowoomba itself. I'm going to take a tour around the city and head up to Mount Lofty. I love a bikeway underpass, I do. Echo! Feel the serenity. Even with the train in the background. Here we are. Highfield Falls. We are here. So the Cuckoo Dove Walk, 560 metres return, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Last morning in Toowoomba, so this will be my last ride. Very chilly this morning, about 5 degrees, apparent temp of about 1. Holding. I'm going to head up north through the city towards Port Street and the Warrego interchange, because some interesting stuff on Google Satellite. Let's see if bikeways connect, or if it's just they put cars in with an intention to link things up one day. Toowoomba Station. Yes, it does. You can see the Toowoomba bypass and the bridge that we rode on the other day. Up that hill. I'm guessing they just built some paths underneath the new road with a view to one day connecting it. There we go. Under the Toowoomba bypass.
this piece.